Etymology is the study of word origins and the way that their meanings have changed throughout history. This is not to be confused with entomology. Entomology is the branch of zoology concerned with the study of insects, so don't mix them up. So we're going to look up the etymology of words. The two etymological dictionaries we'll use are the OED, the Oxford English Dictionary, and the Online Etymological Dictionary. To use the OED online, go to oed.com. You need to have a subscription. Our district has a subscription, and that password is on the printout I gave you. I'm not going to tell it to the whole world because I don't want the whole world to use our subscription. Okay? So please go and sign into that. Once you've signed into the OED online, you can start typing in your words. So the first word I have is the, and it gives me multiple words like te for tea, the adjective, the adverb. This is going to be the one that I want. So you have to pay a little bit of attention. And then here's the definition, referring to an individual item. I'll put that right here. And then etymology. You'll have to click show more sometimes. Actually runs all of this. It's an ancient word, so it has a lot of history. For this word, all we have to do is take this paragraph here. What I'm most concerned about is that we know that it comes from Old English. We'll put in the etymology. And then for the citation, in my class I don't really care about MLA or full citations. I just want the URLs. So you copy in the URL. And you're done with the first word. COVID-19 is a modern word. We won't find anything on that in the etymological dictionaries. So next we'll go to the word pandemic. There was only one entry for pandemic. Its etymology is well worth copying in full. I don't feel like spending the whole time reading it. And now it has two definitions, frequently or of a disease, and that's the one that we're going to use. So I'm going to include the number 2. That's going to be useful later. It's the second definition and my citation. So to review, with using the Oxford English Dictionary, you'll sometimes have to scroll down to get the correct meaning. So make sure you find the accurate definition before you copy-paste it in. And make sure you copy in the number because that will help you later. Because we'll actually be looking at the year when the word was first used. And so this will speed things up later in the trimester. If you would rather use the online etymological dictionary, it's a free online dictionary and its format is a little easier to use than the OED. And so I'll do a demonstration now with this one. It's good to know how to use both because both will give you different information. You put in the word you're going to search, and notice it gives the definition right in its etymology. So you'll copy the definition out, put it here, and then take the whole etymology and put it in the etymology column, and then your URL. Now sometimes you'll have conjugated words like stopping, which is a conjugation of stop, right? It's a gerund of stop. So you can type in stopping, and it won't come up. It will have arresting and other variations of the word stopping. So you'll have to change it yourself to stop. Another word we might have trouble with is strengthening, because it's a combination of strength, strengthen, and then strengthening. So you can try and put it into the etymological dictionary. It doesn't come up. Could try strengthen. And we see that came up in the late 14th century. What I recommend you do with words like this,
such as compound words, words combined with prefixes or suffixes, conjugated words, or contractions,
is insert a row below and break the word down into strength and strengthening. Then you can enter the different data for the two different words. For example, strengthen is from the 14th century, I'll enter it there. There's no data for strengthening, so I'll just put X's. And then the data for strength, I'll put my URL. The data for strength, I can put in my strength row. And if I need that information later, I'll have it all there on my sheet. For modern words like CDC, COVID-19, you can Google search to find its origin. To review with using the online etymological dictionary, if you're given multiple definitions, make sure you determine which part of speech yours is being used in, because that will influence when the word was first started to be used. And then if you can't find your word in the Oxford English Dictionary or the online etymological dictionary, go ahead and look it up on Google, or you can try the Urban Dictionary. Just be sure to copy in the URL so we'll know to go back to it. Sometimes you'll need to search your word as a phrase of 2 or 3 words. That's fine as well. Just put them as a phrase inside their cell. For example, I'll be looking up the word COVID-19 as one word or one phrase. I could look up COVID and 19 as 2 separate words, and then I would just make 2 more rows and put COVID and 19 and look up those words individually, but I don't see a need